you're in my domain. Got the whole crowd screaming out our name. It's a blowout, it's a hurricane, it's over. Before you know it, we're gonna stand on top with our hands in the sky. Gonna raise our cup to the stadium lights for the glory, for the glory. We celebrate with the city tonight. Hear the whole town cheer, it's the ultimate high. For the glory, we do it for the glory.
So looks like we're back here, guys, to the last game of the third week of the 2018 LVL Spring Term. My name is Vulcan, and with me is Chisto. Your shoutcasters entering for the last game. So thank you so much for tuning us back here. So moving on from our previous match, TUP versus ADU. What a
Yeah.
game it was, man.
Yeah, I mean, we were hyped for it. We were not expecting that result, and kahit si Brian, yung commissioner ng LVL, he like walked up to say like, what was that? Mga ganun na reaction ba? Parang talagang it was a huge upset for Adamson University, and just congratulations once again to them. But yung kalaban nila, yung natalo TUP Monster Belt Prodigium,
Prodigium.
still have one more game to end the day against iAcademy Game Changer. So hopefully na alis na nila yung
The
negative
bad
effects
mojo, the bad mojo.
So maybe for this game, last game for today, nakapag-reset na sila and they can bounce back and pick up a win.
So now let's get on to move on. Sorry, let's now move on to see who are the players playing for our last match of the week 3. So 2018 LVL Spring Term. I gotta say, what a week it was, Gisto. Expectations were crumpled up. Now let's see. Can iAcademy do the same here with when they face up against GP as Sway in the top lane, Hio as their jungler, Import as their mid laner, Oro as the ADC, Sinigang as their support as per their coach, Les Specs Ronquelo.
Now, and looking at TUP, it's Dekim in the top lane, Set in the jungle, Bam mid lane, Navi AD carry, and his support, Miko, with coach Ferdinand Mackenzie Flores.
So looks like we'll still see the same TUP coming from the previous match. And now for iAcademy, I think when it comes to this match, a lot's at stake here, because we know that for iAcademy Game Changers, it has not been a pleasant group stage run for their spring term.
Yeah, iAcademy are yet to pick up a win for this term of the LVL. So that's
heavy.
A tough situation for them to be in. But if they were looking for wins, now is the best time because they're facing a TUP team that just lost against Adamson. So if they were to bounce while TUP still has their bad mojo, like you mentioned, this might be their best shot picking up a win. And looking at the bans coming out, we saw this Zoe being banned in the previous game against Bam, a very strong pick right there. And the Alistar as well being denied here by Miko. They can choose to ban Bam's Azir. They choose not to. It's actually the Scion taken away from TUP.
Maybe for iAcademy's side, they are prioritizing the top lane, and the support Miko is really capable of this Alistar. So let's see. iAcademy Game Changers. First pick, we do see the Kai'Sa has not been banned in the red side of TUP.
Yeah, I think iAcademy or can play Kai'Sa. He has picked this up before, and
There we go.
good prediction right there, Vulcan. The Kai'Sa will be finally locked in by iAcademy Game Changers. No surprise right there. Tignan natin kung ano yung magiging response ng TUP. Varus is currently the hover here.
Ramen can be picked up too if he wants to go with it. I mean, Chista, at this point, I like to see, perfect combinations. The fact that we have this, the fact that we have champions that go well together is something of a sight to see.
Yeah, but if TUP do lock in this ROM, you have to note, speaking of champions that go well together, Morgana is still available, and Morgana is a massive counter to Braum, and she works so well with the Kai'Sa. You put the black shield onto the Kai'Sa. I don't think Nami is the best choice here, iAcademy.
Just go for it, Chisto. Let's see what they're planning here for.
Okay. Personally, I would have went for the Morgana because it would have denied a lot of the engage coming from TUP. The Nami can easily get shut down by the Rum. You can block the Nami ultimate.
Okay,
Now
now
the Unbreakable. So I'm really questioning this Nami pick.
So let's see it all in action here for Game Changers. They're trying their best to mount a win. So maybe they'll do something that's unpredictable on our part. But note that I think, can TUP go still for the Sejuani? Now it's gonna be ridiculous. That's a Trundle picked in. So they will go for a Jarvan.
And
pick.
since Trundle is is actually Zet's most played champion this term, the other champion that he has played is the Jarvan. So I'm expecting the Jarvan to go towards the jungle. And since wala pa tayo nakitang mid lane pick come out, I think bans would be targeted towards that area of the map.
We would like to still point out here that for TUP's side, as Chista mentioned, mid laner and top laner has not yet been secured. They are really pinching the pool in the mid lane for Baam. Note that the Azir is still left open. Maybe it's not
It's
a
gonna
threat
get banned pretty soon.
Let's see though, Chista. Maybe they don't see it as a threat.
Or maybe they have a counter set up for it. But we do know that Bam is definitely a playmaker on this champion. He's very proficient playing the Emperor of the Sands. In 15 seconds on the clock. What will iAcademy decide to ban out here? There's still a lot of things available for both mid laners to play. Actually, it's actually the Galio. Okay.
I think when it comes to this recent patch, you kept on and on about Galio is a good pick and the meta of the mana changes. I think it's maybe iAcademy sensing that, so let's see. But TUP, they was quick to jump onto the Ornn. So I think it's going to be in the top lane. Mid lane is still in the bags here. I mean,
they're putting a lot of front line to pair with Navi's Varus here. Sobrang laki ng tank line for the Varus to just constantly free it. But we haven't exactly seen TUP execute that well when it came to the full-on 5v5 fights.
Okay. That's interesting. It could be a jungle Graves and a top lane Trundle. Is that a good pack? Okay. Looks like you're going to get a treat here, Chista. It's going to be a surprise here. Looks like the Trundle may go towards the top. It will be a jungle Graves. Now the mid laner. What's it gonna be?
I wonder what they could go for. But speaking of the Trundle moving towards the top lane, it's actually not that bad of a matchup against Ornn because the Trundle can easily 1v1 Ornn. Especially in an extended fight, the Ornn will not be able to duel the Trundle if he does have Subjugate available. I think iAcademy here, dahil Orianna yung pinili nila, they're going for the safe blind pick. Orianna does well in multiple matchups, and I think they're just gonna opt to have that safe mid laner that can wave clear for them and team fight well once we move on to the later parts of the game.
But note that the Rise and the the Rise has been picked up, being hovered in and locked in. So I think we'll be seeing the mid lane Rise as for the answer towards the Orianna, which is, in a way, yeah, a safe matchup. Both have decent wave clears, so it all comes down to the junglers, especially the Graves. I'm pretty much setting my expectations on this Graves.
Yeah, and to me personally, what I'm expecting here is for TUP to constantly look for fights against iAcademy Game Changers, because looking at all 5 of the champions that TUP has, it's very much a TUP style. Kung kayang-kaya nilang mag-start ng laban with any of these 5 champions, and as for iAcademy, they don't have that much disengage.
What do you mean by TUP style?
Laban lang ng laban, go lang ng go.
We did see that before in our game 7, which didn't pan out well for them. So maybe this game would be important for iAcademy Game Changers. Can they get a victory in the 3rd week? If they don't, it's going to be a hefty run in the remaining group stages.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough for iAcademy if they're still unable to pick up a win against TUP here. But gaya na sinabi ko, if there was a time for them to pick up that win, it's now, while TUP does not have the good mojo yet.
Good mojo. Maybe
Good mojo, man.
that could be the case there, Chisto,
Yeah.
but we all know that for TUP, they are no strangers to extended games. They know to shake things off. They've been on the final stage of the summer term, having a best-of-5 series. So let's see. TUP entering this game 8. Can they? And I think they're gonna enter it fresh, a fresh game, a new start. So for iAcademy Game Changers, they shouldn't put their guard down.
Yeah, they definitely shouldn't. They shouldn't treat this match any differently as far as any other match. They should just treat it the same.
So now for iAcademy Game Changers, this is going to be their locked-in composition on the blue side, as for TUP on the red side. So I think when it comes to matchups, Trundle to an Ornn is not that of a bad matchup, but note that the charge from the Ornn cannot break the pillar.
Yeah, and you know, one thing personally that I find really off is why would they go for the Nami into the Braum? I honestly would have just went for the Morgana. I think it's just a much greater pick, and I think it could cost IAC this game.
So let's see there, Chista. I mean, we all say in a caster desk, it all comes down to execution. But so far, Nami to a Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa needs that all-in champion. So my question is, looking at the bans from IAC, they did ban out the Alistar. Wonder why they've done that. Maybe a focus ban, as maybe a ban.
Miko's signature
Yes,
picks.
Miko's signature picks. He does pick that on the first rotation, but we'll see. I mean, Nami to Kai'Sa, it can't be all that bad.
I'm against it. Honestly,
Go
I'm
on.
against it. I would have never picked Nami into Braum.
So yeah, it's more so the Tsunami can be instantly blocked is one
Exactly.
way. That's one way to say it. Not just that, the fact that the Kai'Sa depends on all-ins, Braum would be such a pain in the butt when it comes to those all-ins.
Yeah,
Glacial Fissure for the disengage. You can do anything you want, but Braum can block mostly everything.
Exactly. Which is why you go for Morgana in that situation.
Execution's everything, everyone in the Rift. So this is it for our last game. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. So thank you so much for tuning in this far.
Yeah,
And
syempre. Kung kasama niyo pa kami tapos andito na nga tayo sa last game. Thank you.
of course, shoutouts to you guys there. Now let's load up to the cards.
Yeah, final lock-ins here. Like I mentioned, it is iAcademy Game Changers on the blue side against TUP on the red side for our last game of today. TUP trying to bounce back after dropping a game to Adamson University. Now iAcademy Game Changers
Game changers.
trying to pick up their first win of the term.
You know, I'm looking at the chat right now. I gotta say, I love the enthusiasm, but it's hashtag TUP win and hashtag IAC win.
Yeah, a bit of a typo right there. I'm reading hashtag TPU win. I wonder what school that is.
Technological Philippines University.
Yeah, but yun nga, kung sinusuportahan nyo ang iAcademy, it is hashtag IAC win. Kung sinusuportahan nyo ang TUP, it's hashtag TUP win. Let us know.
Okay, now this is going to be the final moments of our week 3 of the LVL spring term. Halfway through the group stages, Chisto, I gotta say I love so far the teams playing in, especially the fact that, for me, the fact that ADU won their game against CP was enough for me to call it a good week. I mean, going from a 1-2 to a 2-1, that will put anyone in a good mood. Now, let's see, will it be carried over towards Game Changers?
Yeah, I mean, tignan natin kung kaya nga nilang bawiin yun. But I think we're gonna load up onto the Rift very shortly.
Now let's get straight to it. This is going to be Game Changers on the blue side from iAcademy versus Monstrum Vel Prodigium on the red side for Technological University of the Philippines.
Yeah, hopefully they can shake off what happened during the previous game.
It won't be a huge obstacle for them. I mean, shakeups do happen. They should be at this point used to it, and also used to disappointments at this point. Because when it comes to being used to those things, you tend to work better. You tend to be more focused. So for TP, entering this game focused, but for Game Changers, entering this very determined to get at least their first win in the third week.
Yeah, we're gonna see an invade here come in by TUP.
Uh-oh.
I do think that Sinigang saw them.
Did he
Did
though?
he? He's playing with fire here.
Okay, looks like the members of TUP will back off. Game Changers, they're not gonna have it, so we're seeing across the maps, it's going to be guard.
Yeah, I think both teams actually spotted each other out there. I think TUP could have pushed forward even more because their level 1 is super strong compared to what iAcademy has. Braum and Rise at level 1, you can easily lock down any target you choose. So I wonder why TUP decided to back away there because they would have been at an advantage.
And one thing I like about this comp is that the fact that we're seeing Trundle in the top lane, a very powerful split push because he can just chomp the towers and getting that extra AD plus the attack speed in the frozen domain can clear the turrets quite fast. Not to mention, the Demolish in the Resolve tree has been buffed in the recent patches. So, can benefit Swade split pushing strongly in the top lane? We'll see. But the focus right now is Hio right now playing Graves as their jungler, starting in the red side.
Yeah, and you mentioned Graves, Vulcan. I think para sa patch 8 and Graves is actually one of the strongest junglers, if not the most. I think the fact that he can clear fast and duel the enemy jungler with ease is really great, especially since most of the time, both these teams will be fighting over these scuttle crabs that really give you so much gold, value, and experience.
So let's see, because as far as I can see around the map, looks like they may set their eyes on the Rift Scuttler, which is in the top lane side. But for now, looks like the game plan right now for both of these teams is just to read each other's movements. Not to mention, it's a Rise in the mid lane, Gisto, starting as Sapphire Crystal. Expected to hear pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, Rise will want to scale up first before starting fights against Import. You don't want to burn through your entire mana pool as Rise during your trades because you will run out of mana to clear the wave. And I think lane priority is super important in the current meta.
Oh, like I said, they may meet their eyes on the top lane side, the Rift Scuttler, but looks like for Hio, he'll just back away, taking away the Grumps. Level 3 on Zed. Can he go for a gank in the top lane, I wonder?
No, I don't think he can. With the wave pushed, it's kind of dangerous. Kung gusto man niyang i-dive to, it will be quite difficult.
So we'll see in a short while. Looks like for Maki, he may draw some attention to himself. We're seeing the Graves approaching slowly towards the top, gets spotted by the vision there, but he's still staying.
Still going for the gank here. He really wants to commit to taking down Maki.
Okay, he does back away, so looks like nothing will happen here in the top lane side. Hio was spotted out by TUP.
Good guy Hio, doesn't tax Swade. You know, in solo queue, what you would see happen there with that big wave and tower, the Graves would have queued the minion wave and taxed the Trundle.
This is the LVLG store. I would love to think that our players here have that, semi-pro meta plan strategy they have so far, but looks like they're being spotting out here, the Trundle, or rather the Jarvan in the brush.
Yeah, hindi the best idea na mag-recall on top of a ward. Most of the time, mga cancel
Never
lang yan.
ends well.
Never ends well. Naasar lang dun si Zed, na-cancel yung recall ko, okay.
Buys more time to yourself, not to mention maybe can plan out potential pickups for your team.
Now looking at bot lane, Hio is in the area. Looking at what Zed has to do on the map, he might want to recall soon and pick up items because nag-reset na yung Graves eh. He already picked up his jungle items. Ngayon magre-recall na itong si Zed while Hio is still roaming around bot lane. He can look for a gank but the ward will spot him out.
Been spotted by the ward, so for TUP, they know what's up. At this point, we're seeing some control in the bot lane in terms of vision. But I gotta say, at this point of this game, I like how the first Drake is the Infernal Drake. You can expect some aggressive plays in the bot lane to get that priority.
Alam mo, this is fairly passive for a TUP game. Normally around this time stamp, pag TUP naglalaro, may nakita na tayong laban. But it looks like for this one, medyo kalmado sila. They aren't starting any reckless fights yet. They aren't skirmishing as heavily as we saw them do in the previous game.
I think they will, Gista, because they're just waiting out for their spikes, especially the Braum reaching level 6. Not to mention the virus. So, as you said before, the Braum is a great matchup against the Nami with the block, the Unbreakable to the Tsunami. Not to mention also the Ebb and Flow, actually. Everything of Nami's kit.
Which is exactly why I was very adamant saying na mas magandang i-pick yung Morgana kaysa dyan sa Nami. Why are you not going for the Morgana?
So we'll see here. Looks like a traffic cone has been placed in the top lane. Maki will back off. So when it comes to this matchup, I gotta say it's just going to be a matter of pushing at the waves, but looks like what's this Miko getting a lot of damage absorbed by the Kai'Sa. Okay, we're seeing Bam, the Rise, approaching the bot lane. Okay, you said before that they were going for skirmishes. Flash in, and a flash has been burned for both sides.
Yeah, Bam not electing to take his Realm Orb to close the gap right there. Makukontento na tong TUP that they did burn their support's flash for the enemy AD carry's flash. So, mas inviting na ngayon na i-gank yung bot lane ni Zed. But, speaking of ganks, here comes top lane.
More inviting is Maki. If you're that overextended here, you're just gonna get ganked hard. Calls the Forge God, flashes away, and using the last R, builds a gap, gets the battle spread, but in the end, Import is there. to get the kill.
Yeah, but meanwhile, bot lane, Nami actually did go down. The top lane roam from Import was really well executed. They were able to pick up the kill onto Maki regardless of him burning his flash. Hindi siya nakatakas from 3 members of I Academy.
I like how when it comes to Maki, he did flash away, casted the R to gain a small bit of distance. But like I said before, Import was there just in time. But for Zed, does take away the red buff.
Yeah, yung roam ni Import, sinigurado nila na this top lane play will work. That actually catch out the Orange. So 1-to-1 in kills. The game isn't tilting in anyone's favor just yet. It looks fairly even, but this is definitely less action than we expected from TUP.
So for TUP, I think when it comes to that game before yung sa kanina, maybe they're just mellowed down, they're just thinking, then making sure that they don't make any mistakes.
Yeah, I feel like during the previous game that TUP played, it wasn't as clean as far as the skirmishes and team fights went from them. They had a bit of weird misplays during that. Hopefully this time, hindi na maulit yung mga yun because they are playing a bit more controlled.
Oh, what's this? Ward being placed. Ooh! That's actually a good deal. TP may just bite into the efforts of I Academy as Zid and Baam plus Navi will say thank you to Hio.
Okay, Hio, salamat sa leash. Yung sinasabi ni Zed, salamat sa leash yung mga 2k HP sa Dragon. Sakto na yan.
Wow.
Alis ka na lang dito, kukunin na namin.
Replay on that. Let's look at in the bot lane. What happened?
I'm gonna tell you, this is why you pick Morgana. It's because you can spell shield the Braum stun. If you're playing Nami, you won't be able to get away from that all-in because you're incredibly squishy and you have no way of stopping the CC.
Okay, so looks like we did catch up what happened in the bot lane. But most importantly, Chisto, we saw the Infernal Drain
Oh my.
being taken away by TUP. The leash from here. So I wonder what Ayak is feeling right now.
Ano kasi,
All the efforts of Hio gone.
Hio felt bad for TUP after their previous game. That's why he decided to give them an Infernal Drake.
That's a selfless way to think, but I don't think that's the case.
I don't think that's the case as well, but it looked like that. But yeah, quite unfortunate for I Academy game changers na ganun nga yung situation na napasok nila. Parang sayang nga effort mo eh.
I think when it comes to the itemization I'm seeing in the... Wait up. What's this? Spotted by a ward. Gets the control ward.
Badass.
This is going for a full-on dive. Calls in the teleport early.
Oh, it's gonna get cancelled.
It gets cancelled. It's okay because Baam and Zed already in the scene, piling up to the Nami. This is going to be a double kill going to Navi.
Yeah, Import will try to trade this, but that was
What a waste
super
of
decisive.
teleport.
No. It was cancelled by Maki's Call of the Forge God. If you were paying attention to your mini-map, ginamit ni Maki yung ult niya para ma-cancel yung TP ni Sway to make the bot lane play work for TUP. So kahit wala dun yung Ornn, he's still part of that entire play. Shows you the teamwork that TUP has.
Great point out there, Jason. Looks like I missed out on that detail. So, the fact that the cancel did happen, great job on the top lane side, but looks like Sway's a bit irritated of what happened there because that just cost them a 2-member wipeout and a first turret. This is a big value going to TUP's side,
rin eh.
but looks like Hio going in for the gank here. Maki, he's not going to be taken down here, but looks like we'll just tune in and find out what happens next on Summer's
Medyo,
Abangan sa susunod.
abangan natin.
Abangan natin sa
Sana
susunod.
hindi tayo abutin ng next week bago natin malaman kung ano mangyayari sa situation na yon.
More technical difficulties on our side. We do apologize for that, Summoner. So, again, this is our last game of the 2018 LVL Spring Term. This is the game of TUP versus I Academy.
Yeah, and so far, I mean, looking back what has happened recently before we went into this pause, TUP made a great dive towards the bot lane. Gusto ko yung ginawa ni Zet na yung sobrang badass. Dinaanan lang niya yung bush, nilagyan niyang control ward, nalaman niya warded. Dumire-diretso lang siya because they knew that we were gonna make this play, and with Bam as well from the mid lane, with his Realm Warp coming in, there was really no way for the duo lane of I Academy to escape. So, a great dive.
It was a decisive call for TUP, and great rewards were given to the, of course, squad diving. That's the goal you want. That's scuba diving. I should take some scuba diving lessons from TUP. That's pretty deep.
Dude,
Yes,
no.
I
Did
did
you
it.
just seriously make that joke?
Yeah, boy. What you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna tell Brian.
That was deep, so looks like TUP took some scuba lessons because it's going to be, again, as I said before, a first turret and a 2-for-0 trade in the bot lane. Looks like things are happening here in the mid lane. Bam! Gets the shockwave. Looks like Oro positioned himself, forced to use his flash. He gets the shield, but that's going to be Oro with the last hit.
Yeah, the snipe there coming from Kaisa and 3
Close
members
call.
collapsing onto the rise means he cannot escape regardless of the flash. Just a great collapse there by I Academy.
Whew, I mean, for TUP, this is going to be them warming it up. What is going on with you? That is a 3v1. I can't believe you went for that. Misses the corruption. Everyone is scrambling around. This is TUP making a mistake here.
Teka, nakita ko na to eh. Oh, okay, with the flash directly to the wall, it means Miko cannot escape.
What just happened there, Chista?
Yan yung mali ng TUP laban sa Adamson.
Uh-oh. Now we're seeing it again here.
We're seeing the same mistakes that cost them that game.
Now, I was going to talk about that clash, but in the back of my head, I was like, wait. This kind of reminds me of what happened with yung laro dun sa Adamson University. TUP, man, I know you guys got the 2-man cleanup plus the first turret, but you gotta take it easy. Zeth again with the bad habits of invading the jungle, then costing his team a wipeout.
Yeah, TUP already had the advantage, but wait up. Speaking of advantages,
Ooh, great. Connecting there, pops the subjugate. He gets the... Okay, see? The ice pillar cannot be destroyed.
na-traffic siya.
Na-traffic siya. So looks like Suede with the ice pillar will back off. Great use of the ice pillar actually to remove the engage.
na-traffic siya, Vulcan.
Go ahead.
Medyo naharangan siya dun. Still great use of the pillar like you mentioned, but looking back at the fight around I Academy's blue buff, lamang na nga yung TUP. They had control over the top side of the map because they were the first team to rotate their bot lane. They could have easily pushed in, but Zed, like you mentioned, a bit of a bad habit going for a questionable invade.
Yeah, I think
Draws his team in, and it costs them their life, and allowing I Academy to get back into this game.
I mean, I think I remember you saying in the bot lane that Zed is pretty much a person who doesn't care at all. Despite may vision dun sa brush, he still went for it. That's good. That's the good part of him. The bad part of him, not respecting that the members are already in the blue side, costing his team a wipeout there. I think it was a 3-member wipeout in the blue side, immediately making a kill score 5-3. So I hope for TUP, this gotta be the last time I'm gonna see that because I want them to win this game if they want to end the week in a good note. But for Academy side, they want to win this game even more because this is going to be the start for them getting the first win on their run of the group stages.
Yeah, but if you think about it, Vulcan, gusto ko pa rin na hindi nag-hesitate na maglaro ng aggressive itong TUP kahit na natalo sila in the last match. I like that they're still confident enough to push forward here, but they need to be calculated when taking these risks. They don't need to go for those super risky plays with no value at all.
All right, let's look at the Ocean Drake side. Oh, this is good. I think the members of I Academy Game Changers take the Drake. Respawn the Herald. We're going to take it down. Forge God is available, everyone. So expect a clash happening in the mid lane.
Here comes the Realm Warp.
Start things out. Realm Warp in. Shockwave into the Realm Warp. Look at that incredible lockdown coming from Zen. Followed by Mac's Forge God 2-man knockup. Flash in and the E for the finishing blow. Onto Sinigang. Import your next. Get slowed. Double kill for Mackie.
That is the trademark TUP aggression, regardless of their entire team sending their front line to the shockwave. After that gut burn, after that damage was soaked up by the tank line of TUP, their backline was able to wreak havoc. Nakita mo yung dive ni Zed towards the backline with the Cataclysm, just locks down the members of I Academy.
Oro couldn't do anything at that point. So much CC was being piled up, especially the fact that Miko with the Braum just blocked everything from Sinigang.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, the Nami can get easily shut down by this Braum pick of TUP. So it is showing, it is costing I Academy at the moment as Navi will just peace out with the blast cone.
He's very much happy with that. 313 KDA CS-wise is still in his great favor with a 50 CS lead over Oro. But I want to see for Game Changers, will this be it? Because if they don't do anything proactive, I mean, giving away free objectives towards TUP, when it comes to the late game, I think that goal lead from 3,000 becoming 2,000 for a bit will show if ever Game Changers cannot step up their game.
Yeah, and binanggit mo dito, Vulcan, I Academy needs to play proactive to get back into the game. Looking at their comp, at this point, they needed to get the Trundle ahead para nag-split push siya, then naka-group yung 4-man ng I Academy so that they could pressure the map with split push. They don't have that big on-engage to play proactively here because they're currently behind.
I think when it comes to letting Suede split push, they don't even have that luxury because they're that behind, but can they go for more?
See how unreliable that is. They don't have that big CC engage to lock down the members of TUP, so they can just easily disengage with the use of a flash.
Oh, Bam still staying in strong in the top lane side. We're seeing Navi going towards the top lane side with... Okay, this is gonna be fun. Watch out here in the top lane side.
Teleport though.
They're clumped up. Zed looking for the right time to go in. He does have the Cataclysm, but instead calls in a teleport from Suede. Chain of Corruption landing onto 2 members. Channeling into 3. They do disengage. So we did see Chain of Corruption being used, teleport being used by Suede, 4-member right now in the top lane.
And sinabi nga natin, you mentioned I Academy has to do something proactive. That was it. Wala silang pang lockdown sa members ng TUP. They cannot have any reliable engage unless Navi gets caught.
Okay, Navi, what's happening here? He does flash away, gets the safety there. Great pressure done by Mako, but look at Import with a 3-man shockwave. That's what I Academy was looking for, and now going for that wipeout.
Yeah, Bam will be able to realm warp away, but Import pulls them back in with that shockwave. Navi did not have flash to dodge out of that, so another turnaround in this game. Back and forth, these teams go.
I mean, for TP's side, we saw 2 members on the Drake at the Baron Pit area, and we did see Oriana recalling in that mid brush in the top lane, waiting for the right time. And that was the fencer that Game Changers need. That was the small moment for them to bounce back.
Yeah, this game is turning incredibly messy, Vulcan. For both teams, really, both of them are not backing down for going for these aggressive plays. And I kind of actually took so much from that fight. They're now up in towers taken down. Tier 2 in the mid lane has been knocked down.
You know, I've been mentioning all throughout this game that IAC has been grouping up, but TUP has been doing the same thing, making it an easy target for the shockwave. Sway manages to get out of that scruffle. Looks like a flash was used, so I gotta hand it this way. I mean, I think it was window shopping there, so you gotta be careful. But for TUP, again, same aggression that we saw before.
Yes, that's a good flash by Suede para makalayo dun sa Call of the Forge God na binato sa kanya ni Maki. But think about this. Cool down yung key abilities ng TUP to look for a fight, whereas I Academy have theirs available, ready. If a fight does break out and Call of the Forge God is not available to be used, it might swing the fight in I Academy's favor.
But note that when it comes to I Academy, can they afford to fight something 4v5? Because if they want to enable Suede to be the split pushing beast they want him to be, I mean, he has the Revenant's Hider plus, he has Great Sustain with a King's Tribute passive. But for TUP, they can win a game, they can win a clash with just the Varus and the Braum, because the Braum can do so much work.
Yes, it's just a matter of which team can find the fight. Kasi pag nakakita ng opportunity ng TUP, alam natin, they won't hesitate to pull the trigger. But once again,
that's actually sad. He did land the flag, but in the end, he will not escape. Flash was used by Import. This is actually the bad habit we saw before. TUP losing 2 members. This could be the Baron call.
that was a great bubble to cancel the E of the Ordin. I think the pick onto the top in jungle might mean Baron. Kaisa can shred this objective incredibly quickly with her passive. They don't need Trundle to be here now. A question, kaya bang i-challenge ng TUP itong Baron na to?
They can go for it. They can try and or die trying because here comes the teleport from BAM. Unbreakable has been popped here. That's going to the front line, forcing the reset from Game Changers.
Okay, TUP are able to make iAcademy run away from this Baron. They're able to stop them from taking that objective.
Close
but
call.
Zed could have cost this team big right there.
Oh, come on, Zed. All habits die hard, but at least if you want to die, die alone. Because this is going to be a high-risk scenario for both of these teams. 2 members wipe out, that's a Kai'Sa. Come on, that's going to be a Baron wrecking machine. You have to respect the fact that Game Changers, at any given point, this is a delicate state of the game.
Yeah, this is very, very tense for both teams, Vulcan, because even if TUP do have some objectives to their name, they do have Dragon.
Oh no, heal! Wow! Fisher, Cataclysm, a 3-member lock-on. That's going to be TUP taking down Heal, followed by the Oriana, but looks like Oro will be next. 3-member have been removed, but Zed was the cause.
This game was very, very tense. Just like that, Import did go down. Wait, what happened to our screen? Okay, we're back now. Import was CC locked forever and he wasn't able to shockwave at all, even if the members of TUP were clumped up. Now they are going to be able to break the base here, possibly take down an inhibitor.
Looks like they couldn't stop the push there for iAcademy. 3 members being wiped out. That's a free inhibitor. So TUP will take down the first inhibitor of the game. No more casualties will follow up because at this point, TUP, again, same aggression, 1 mistake, with 1 success followed after.
Yeah, and sobrang malas dun eh. No? He face-checked the bush and that's why he went down. So it's kind of unlucky for iAcademy. Now all momentum has shifted towards TUP. We mentioned the back and forth to kanina. Now it's just TUP controlling the map since they took down iAcademy's mid inhibitor.
Okay, kill score is 11 to 10 Gista, but I think the fact that the gold lead is still in favor of TUP means a lot. CS-wise, look at that. 149 to 224. That's been there. The CS lead onto BAM has been there for quite a long time.
Not just BAM actually.
Okay, see also in the bot lane too. My God, that's why we're seeing TUP doing a good job standing against iAcademy. They did make mistakes before Gisto, but I hope that as the group stages goes on, they should at least fix that problem.
Yeah, now though Baron is looking like such a good move for TUP because they are controlling the map. Look, Navi will push out the top lane, then the moment somebody from iAcademy goes to answer that wave, then TUP can move towards this Baron unless they get a pick onto here.
Here it comes. There's the slow, forcing the tsunami. That's okay. He did get knocked up to the air, so that's a delayed fissure being placed down in the blue side for Game Changers. So TUP, now they know they burned the tsunami.
Yeah, they can choose to go for the Baron here. Tidal Wave is not available, and yeah, iAcademy have spotted this with the blue trinket. It's burning down very quickly. The Rage Blade virus deals a lot of damage to this Baron. It's gonna go down.
Bam does flush away. Catches the attention of Oro, forcing the reset to TUP. Ball's in place. Look at the ball. Pay close attention to it because the shockwave can change everything.
I actually thought that they could easily take down that Baron because it was going down very, very quickly. BAM was trying to zone out the members. I think TUP could have taken that down if BAM was dealing damage to the Baron, but he was focused on zoning iAcademy away.
I mean, Chisto, you talked about high risk, high reward scenarios. This is it. This is TUP going for it, forcing out the chain of corruption. That is an ultimate down for Navi.
That could have been huge.
Okay.
If that had landed, Import did not have his flash up on cooldown yet. It was a few seconds away. And kung namatay yung Oriana dun, that would have been Baron over to TUP.
So right now, TUP, what's your plan here? Because for Game Changers, they can go for a good engage because they're being pincered here, but immediately Zed cuts them off. Hio is now in a bad spot. Teleport has been cancelled. Hio gets the heal, going for a forward. Let's see, Game Changers going for the push, going for the jump. Here comes Zed with a lockdown to 2 members. Teleport coming in. Here comes Maki. He does not have the forge. Okay, it was actually Bam channeling in. Now it's going to be Sinigang. Big slope there. Focus on Tanabe. Finisher to 2 members. That's what they need.
Yeah, and can they chase for more kills here? Sinigang is running towards the opposite side of the map. He will get chased now. This Nami has no more mana remaining.
And that's going to be the piercing arrow and one more basic attack over in midair for the finishing kill. Two members have been wiped out for a 2-for-0 trade. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Maki and Suede just doing what they love best. And I think for Suede, he can't really push the waves when you're talking about an Ornn. But also Suede has the great sustain. Oh, great ice pillar from Suede. Maki's pretty much dead here, forcing out his flash. Looks like Suede is pretty much happy with that. But in the Baron pit, the members of TUP going for it hard.
Yeah, after those 2 picks happening onto the member of I Academy, nakuha ng TUP itong battle na to, and this might be the thing that helps them close out this game. It was very messy setup. It was very, very chaotic around the blue buff area of I Academy. Both teams giving up picks to each side, but in the end, it was actually TUP that pulled through and secured the Baron for themselves.
Okay, now they have to be careful on how to treasure that Baron and use it, because they got the Baron, yeah, but can they use it? Because we're seeing the fact that Suede is doing his best to just keep the Ornn busy, but I think when it comes to the drafting phase, I wanted to see the Trundle being a split pushing beast.
No, he can be, except I Academy did not give him the resources to get ahead of Maki. If you want a split pusher to be able to deal pressure, he needs to be ahead, but now he's running away from TUP. He's gonna get forced to run towards the TUP base. This is not a good spot.
And now that we're seeing a slow being channeled. Okay, the slow and the frostbite connecting into the Trundle lands a free stun, and that's going to be TUP taking away the Trundle. Sinigang is also down for the count. The Mountain Drake has just spawned.
Yeah, this will be more prizes, more objectives para sa TUP. Already their 4th Drake of the game. You don't even need to properly smite that. Just secure it because there is nobody that can challenge it from you.
I mean, Chisto, I'm looking at this game right now and I'm feeling like something is off. I thought the Graves would be one of the junglers to really be to point out, and I think we did see it, but I feel like when it comes to game changes, the way I'm feeling about Wickham is that I don't know if they were focusing any resources or enabling someone in this game, because it's pretty much scattered all throughout.
Yeah, I have to agree. Scattered is one term that you could use to describe the draft from My Academy game changers, because you don't see anyone from their lineup.
It's like they're not playing around a champion. It's just they're just reading the respawn to TUP. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's more of they're playing the reactive style. Inaantay nilang may gawin ng TUP and then maybe they could punish. But what if TUP doesn't give you that window? That means nothing will happen for your comp. Look at this. Oh, they're trying to defend this, but there's just nothing they can do to stop this.
The Jarvan with the flag, that extra attack speed will make the towers fall.
Wait.
And not to mention they have the Mountain Drake.
If the options for engage is just Shockwave, it only lands on the support. It's useless.
And now it's time for TUP to punish that initiative. Looking at the members of I Academy Game Changers, look at I'm going straight in hot. Now Oro has been taken down here. Carries are removed, and this is going to be TUP wrapping things up here.
This might be a penta.
Here comes Quadra.
Go for it.
Flash
Hio.
up. Flash up by Hio, guys.
Oh, we're gonna see
Round mark. Here it comes.
Penta?
Here comes the Penta. Give him the Penta.
No!
In the end, it was just an ace being the reward. TUP, wait a way to end the week for us here.
Yeah, quadra kill for Navi in the end. Could have given him the penta, but Bam did not want to give his teammate the glory. I'm the guy who makes the highlight plays, but still TUP will be able to bounce back here once they take down the Nexus of I Academy.
Alright, what a game it was, Gisto, and I gotta say, it was a fun week for me because we did see interesting plays happening all throughout. The Nexus is being chipped down by...
Maki's just focused on ending the game.
Yeah, and for Bam, he doesn't care about ending the game. Wait, are they gonna end the game here? One more hit there, that's gonna be it.
One more!
Yeah! There we go. Congratulations to TUP. Monster Unveil for the game for ending that game.
A bit of messing around towards the end, in my opinion. I think Bam could have ended the game, but he told, okay, Maki, kaya mo na yan, malaki ka na. Patapusin mo na yung game para sa TUP, and
Oh boy.
looks like TUP will take our last game of the 3rd week. So congratulations to them, going 1-1 for the day.
Gotta hand it to TUP. When they play their LVL games, you can see here that they do enjoy.
I mean, kahit tayo nag-enjoy, and I'm pretty sure to the viewers out there, you did enjoy watching TUP play because they're a very fast-paced team. They're very exciting to watch, make a lot of highlight plays, and yeah, congratulations once more.
Looks like this is a wrap-up of the third week of the 2018 LVL Spring Term. Next week would be the group stage, week 4, and we're so close to ending our group stages.
Yeah, we're so close towards the playoffs, and none of the teams yet have exactly secured a playoff spot. We're yet to determine, but some teams such as UST and Bulacan State University are very close to securing a spot in our top 6, meaning that they will be in the playoffs and in contention for the LVL Championship once it does come around to playoff time.
Okay, so we'll wait on for that, Chisto.
Yep.
But I think to the summers out there, thank you so much for tuning in to the 2018 LVL Spring Term. So we hope that you enjoyed the stream here, and me and Chisto are gonna sign off here. So once again, my name is Vulcan. With me, Chisto. Have a great weekend, and see you next week for the 2018 LVL Spring Term. So again, guys, thank you so much. So let's eat now, Chisto.
Yeah, kain na tayo, tara.
Okay, bye-bye. Scrambling around. This is TUP making a mistake here.
Teka, nakita ko na to eh. Oh, okay, with the flash directly to the wall. It means
Tell Roundward in. Shockwave into the Roundward. Look at that incredible lockdown coming from Zen. Followed by Mack's Forge got 2-man knockup. Flash in and the E for the finishing blow. Onto Sinigang. Import your next. Gets slowed. Double kill for Mackie.
that is the trademark. Unless Navi gets caught.
Okay, Navi, what's happening here? He does flash away, gets the safety there. Great pressure done by Mako, but look at Import with a 3-man shockwave. That's
Yeah,
what I Academy was looking for, and now going for that wipeout.
Yeah, Bam will be able
Cataclysm,
to
a 3-member lock on. That's going to be TUP taking down Heel, followed by the Oriana, but looks like Oro will be next. 3-member. Here comes Sen with a lockdown to 2 members. Teleport coming in. Here comes Mackie. He does not have the force gun. Okay, it was actually Baam channeling in. Now it's going to be Sinigang. Big slow there. Focus on Tsunami. Flinches to 2 members. That's what they need.
Yeah, they it's only landed a support useless.
And now it's time for TUP to punish that initiative. Looking at the members of I Academy Game Changers, look at Bam going straight in hot. Now Oro has been taken down here. Carries are removed, and this is going to be TUP wrapping things up here.
This might be a penta.
Here comes Quadra.
Go for it.
Flash
Heel.
up, flash up by Heel, guys.
Oh, we're gonna see.
Roundmark. Here it comes.
Penta?
Here comes the Penta. Give him the Penta.
No!
In the end, it was just an ace being the reward. TUP, wait a way to end the week for us here.
Yeah, quadra kill for Navi in the end. Could have given him the penta, but once they take down the Nexus of I Academy.
Alright, what a game it was, Chisto, and I gotta say, it was a fun week for me because we did see interesting plays happening all throughout. The Nexus is being chipped down by...
Mackie's just focused on ending the game.
Yeah, and for Bam, he doesn't care about ending the game. Wait, are they gonna end the game here? One more hit there, that's gonna be it.
One more.
Yeah! There we go. Congratulations to TUP, Monster Unveiled Public Game, for ending that game.